Moving on and shifting our focus, with barely 10 days to go before the West Bengal Assembly elections, the battle for 294 seats is intensifying with each passing day. The political landscape has been marked by high-voltage campaigning, sharp claims and counter-claims, and 11th hour alliance shifts as well. However, what has now grabbed the national attention is a shocking violence reported from Malda, remember, in the first week of April. To revisit the incident, the Malda S.I.R. violence saw 7 judicial officers, including 3 women, being gheraoed and held hostage for nearly 8 to 9 hours inside the development office there by a large and agitated mob. Times Now has been at the forefront of exposing what really went wrong as far as Malda is concerned. But 7 days after the violence first erupted, the National Investigation Agency stepped in, taking over the probe and filing as many as 12 FIR in connection with this case. And now, as of this morning, we're learning there are sensational new developments coming in from that particular case. NIA has arrested 2 Congress workers, Shahadat Hussain and Asit Sheikh, for their alleged role in mobilizing a mob and instigating unrest against the security forces there. Let's now take you through the very latest details as far as the arrest is concerned. Let me go across to my colleagues Bhavtosh and Ridhita, who are joining live on the broadcast. Coming to you, Bhavtosh, first, take us through the new arrest as far as NIA is concerned. We're learning that 2 Congress leaders have been arrested, and this is regarding their attempt to mobilize the mob that led to that violence in Malda in West Bengal. What more are you learning?
Akasha, as far as the probe is concerned, NIA officially has said that they have filed 12 FIRs in this case, and these FIRs were filed in compliance to the order that has been given by the Supreme Court. Now, pursuant to that, NIA officially arrested one of the workers, or one of the main officials of the Indian Secular Front, Ghulam Rabbani. And subsequent to that, what we have gathered is that yesterday they detained 7 Congress workers, and also Motabhari's candidate, Congress candidate. He was questioned, and subsequent to that questioning, they also formally arrested 2 Congress workers. Having said that, NIA has officially not issued any statement. But during the questioning of Ghulam Rabbani, what they have found is that he is one of the masterminds of the violence that broke out following the presence of judicial officers in Malda. Now, because judicial officers were detained who had in fact gone in Malda, the Supreme Court in fact took cognizance of that matter and asked CEC Ganesh Kumar to in fact order CBI probe as well as NIA probe. He in fact asked that NIA should investigate this matter. NIA on its part have registered 2 FIRs, as I said earlier. Now, NIA on its investigation has said that it was a pre-planned manner in which the crowd gathered, and specifically it said that speeches were given. Now, speeches led to mobilization of crowd. The crowd then, in fact, gheraoed, or at least laid siege of the vehicles of judicial officers. Judicial officers were then, in fact, taken as hostage. What followed next was something which Supreme Court had taken very hard.
Absolutely, and now 2 Congress workers have been arrested, and going by what police NIA has said so far, it appears that it was a coordinated conspiracy at play. But that's not all. Sources have also conveyed to Times Now that a Congress candidate from Motabari is under the lens of NIA. Here's what the sources have told us, because they have conveyed to Times Now that this is a candidate, Congress candidate from Motabari, that is now under the lens of NIA. Let me go across to my colleague Ridhita on that. Ridhita, not just the 2 Congress workers, but we're learning that a Congress candidate was also picked up. He was questioned and then later he was let off. Give us more updates on him.
Well, absolutely. This is the first time in the Motabari incident that we see the establishment of Congress in the matter. Yesterday, as my colleague said, that the Congress worker, he's the candidate of the Motabari area. He was picked up, he was questioned, after which also 7 congressmen, they were detained, and out of which 2 have been arrested at this point. Earlier also, we have seen the ISF linkage with this person. Yesterday, Ghulam Rabbani, who is a Panchayat member of ISF, he was also picked up and he is arrested. Along with that, 2 other ISF candidates associates have also been arrested. So back-to-back links where we have been seeing that ISF candidates and members have been arrested in the Motabari incident for inciting the crowd and mobilizing them. We also see now the Congress has the Congress link to be established over this matter. However, from the Congress headquarters or the West Bengal's the West Bengal headquarters of the Congress have not given any statement regarding to that. They have not spoken over the incident. Even when the incident has passed over 15 days almost. There has been no communication from the side of Congress. However, from ISF we get to understand, and the AIMM link we get to understand, that if anybody who has been performing.
All right, so it remains to be seen whether more individuals will be arrested in the coming days or not. But as of now, we are learning that NIA has arrested 2 Congress workers, Shahadat Hussain and Asif Sheikh, for their role in mobilizing a mob. There seems to be a coordinated conspiracy in place. We'll continue to get you more updates on that. With this, a very short break. More news and updates on the other side.